There was a time when gods walked the earth, when warriors were heroes. Their battles and conquests became legend, and the legend lives on. This is the hour of the Gladiators.
Welcome to the second quarter-final of Gladiators. If you thought last week was a thriller, get ready for another hour of fabulous games and competition. And the athletes who set the awesome standards in this sport are Tower, Blade, Predator, Flame, Rebel, Cougar, Commando, Taipan, Fury, Condor and Storm. Cheetah, Delta, Hammer and Vulcan. And please welcome our two hosts, Kimberly Joseph and Mike Hammond.
Good evening and welcome to Gladiators, the show that takes some super people and puts them up against superheroes.
That's right. Now, our challenges are not only extraordinary in terms of fitness, ability and strength, but they also come from all walks of life.
Yep, we've had all sorts of people on the show, mums and dads, builders, plumbers, artists, people from all walks of life from right around Australia.
That's right, and they're all linked by one thing, and that's the determination to make it through to the final.
Well, the four challenges that we have with us tonight have really taken giant leaps to get to us tonight to be here with the quarterfinals.
They certainly have, so let's not keep them any longer. Please welcome our first two challengers, Sandra Norrie and Charity Crosby.
Charity lives in Victoria. She's a country woman who competes in equestrian events. And in her elimination heat, Charity did the unthinkable. She got to the top of Pyramid past Delta for 10 points. And on tilt, well, Charity did the predictable. Flame was just too strong, even though she put up a good fight. 38-year-old Sandra has 7 children, and this is how she went in her elimination heat. The Gladiators threw everything at her in Gauntlet, but she was able to make it to the end with 0.4 of a second to spare. And on Hang Tough, we saw something that doesn't happen too often. Sandra beat Blade. Good luck tonight, Sandra.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Sandra and Charity.
Charity, welcome back again from Victoria, a poultry farmer. Not a chook farmer, as you twisted my arm up behind my back. Now, tell me about your one weakness. This is a really interesting one.
I think that'd have to be compulsive training.
But can someone who's coming on Gladiators actually train too much?
Oh, certainly. Yeah, anyone can.
Charity, great positive attitude. Good luck tonight. Let's hear it for Charity.
Now, Sandra, you've actually gained the title of Super Mum this series.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm doing my best anyway.
Well, with 7 children, you certainly are doing well. Now, they actually range from 4 to 22.
Yeah, that's right. Four boys and 3 girls.
And I'd like to tell you, I'm 22, so I feel quite privileged to be standing beside you.
Yeah, it could be my daughter, yes.
Well, I wish my mum was as fit as you, that's for sure. Good luck to you tonight.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sandra and Charity.
All right, and now it's time to meet our male challengers tonight, Dominic Delaney and Scott Brewer.
Scott is a former soldier in the Australian Army who has hung up his army boots for dancing pups. In his elimination heat, in Powerball, Scott was a powerhouse, scoring 6 great points. And in Whiplash, Scott tried his hardest. He did everything to move the man mountain, but it didn't work. Dominique is a champion kickboxer and karate title holder who's just back from his honeymoon. And in his elimination heat, Dominique was able to survive the hit and run and score 8 points. And on Swing Shot, he showed everybody how it's done and bounced to a mighty score of 6 points.
Let's welcome Dominique and Scott.
Hello again, Scott. Welcome back.
How are you?
Are you fighting fit and raring to go?
Oh, I feel fantastic. I feel great.
Well, now we know you're a dancer and also an ex-soldier. How long were you in the army for?
For about 4.5 years.
Got too much for you?
No, I just wanted to continue on with my dancing career. I do contemporary and classical, so it's different.
And you also want to be a stunt actor?
Yeah, I'll get there one day.
Fantastic. Good luck to you, Scott.
Thanks a lot.
Woo. Got some fans out there too.
Dominique, welcome back. You're a little more prepared for us tonight after having already made it through the first round?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Now, we should list off some of your sporting achievements because they're quite extensive. I'm going to put you on the test here, all the titles and all the different sports that you're in.
Yeah, I've got a Queensland kickboxing title, middleweight, Queensland kickboxing silver middleweight, Queensland karate, former Australian kickboxing title, former karate Australian title, and currently NMAL Australian champ.
Anything else?
No, that's about it.
Oh, is that it? Are you sure? All the best tonight, Dominic. Please welcome our male challengers tonight, Scott and Dominique.
Let's get right down to it. Let the games begin.
Gladiators quarter-final.
Well, most games are easy once you get the hang of them. That is, except, of course, for...
Hang Tough.
60 seconds to get past the attacking gladiator. 10 points if you make it.
Welcome our first female challenger tonight, Charity. Up against the force of Fury. Well, the crowd certainly warmed up. Let's see how our competitors are. It's to the referee, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So away we go with the first event of the night. Hang Tough and Charity up against Fury. And already Charity traversing. Good move. Now Charity's an equestrian competitor, so she'd have a good sense of balance up here on the rings as she traverses all the way to the outside. And this is a great tactic because Fury now has to follow her. Charity's stuck on one ring and spinning around. She's lost a little bit of balance, and so is Fury. This is basically mirror image, Gladiator and Challenger. Charity now heading back towards the middle. If she reaches the red rings, she'll have the 5 points, providing she stays up there for the full minute. Now, we better remind Charity of another rule also. If she stays on the same ring for more than 10 seconds, she won't get any points at all. Fury now trying to catch her. Fury stuck on one ring once more. And here goes Charity with a big swing. Can she get another ring and move on? She'll need to because time's running out. 1, 2. She couldn't get the third grab. That'll stop her in her tracks. Fury stuck up there also. And the whistle blows. 5 points to Charity. Charity tried to get to the 10. She was able to get 5 by staying up there. She was quite lucky, but because she did stay on one ring for a long time.
Well, Charity, welcome to the quarterfinals. You just scored 5 points for staying up there.
I can't believe it. I just tried to get to the other end, but it's very hard against somebody who's so good at it.
It looked like you had a sudden burst of energy there.
Yeah, I tried to get the swing happening, but I was getting there, but time ran out.
I was a bit worried there for a moment. I thought, uh-oh, is she just going to hang around here or is she going to get a move on? But you did.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Well, last time we saw Sandra in Hang Tough, she actually managed to make it to the other end. Let's see if she can do it again up against Blade. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Second game of Hang Tough for the women, and we've got Sandra up against Blade. Now, Sandra is one amazing challenger. She's 38 years old, and she's coming up tonight against another challenger who's just about the same age as her eldest daughter. Now, if that wasn't enough, Sandra's also got 7 children. She is one amazing athlete. Now, she beat Blade in the elimination heat and scored the 10 points. Blade's going to be out for revenge tonight. Look out, Sandra. But good news for Sandra, she's already reached the red markers. That gives her 5 points and also puts her up there with Charity now on 5 points. That's providing Sandra can stay up there for the remaining 17 seconds. Blade now looking for another ring. She's got Sandra. This could be the end of it. It is. Blade got her revenge and Sandra got no points. And this is how Blade did it. Sandra spun right into Blade's grasp, and once that happens, it's all over. Great work, Blade.
Well, Sandra, I guess twice in a row was a bit too much to expect.
I nearly got there, but she got me.
Yeah, she just grabbed you. I thought you were going to skirt around the outside like you did last time you went up against Blade.
I was trying to, but you just got a bit too close to her.
And obviously, Blade, you had a point to prove. I mean, after Sandra taking 10 points off you last time you met up on Hang Tough.
Yeah, she's been the only one, but competition gives Blade a very sharp edge.
Now, for most people, Hang Tough would be exhausting, but not for Blade. She just keeps going and going and going. That's one fit gladiator out there. Well done, Blade. Sandra didn't survive this Hang Tough, no points, but Charity opens her account with 5.
Well, Dominic's our first male challenger up on Hang Tough. He wants to make it to the other end, but Taipan will be trying to stop him. And now to the keeper of the rings, Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
First of the guys Hang Tough, and we've got Dominique up against Taipan. Well, I'm afraid to tell you, Dominique, I think the honeymoon might be over because Taipan's out to get you, and he's got him. Here's the death hold. It could be all over for Dominique. It is. No points. Taipan comes out on top. It was all over for Dominique. How is a bloke meant to hold his own weight with one arm? And the Taipans, well, he couldn't.
Well, Dominique, it's a bit hard being a mere mortal up against Taipan.
Oh, definitely. I think I wanted to just cut across, but I couldn't get that ring, and he just got me to it.
You've got no hope if you're going one ring at a time, which is still a 2-metre swing, when the Taipan takes them 2 at a time. He swings 4 metres by 4 metres.
Yeah, I think he just caught up really quickly, and I tried to duck off, and it wouldn't work.
Yep. Taipan, you are, of course, known as the king of the rings and staying true to form.
Yeah, so I had a good run tonight. Dominic's got to realise these are the quarterfinals. He's going to have to try a lot harder than that to win.
Well, Dominique is off with no points in the first round, but now it's Scott's turn to see if he can get a few points against the mighty Cougar. Let's swing. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
First time in the rings for Scott, coming up against Cougar. This could be a tough assignment, but Scott would be used to tough assignments because he was a former soldier. Now he's a dancer, so also he's got fitness on his side. Now, Scott was a state champion in gymnastics, so I'm sure he's worked on the rings before. And let's see now if he can get past Cougar and get the 10 points to start off a great lead after game 1. Just swinging around now is Scott. Cougar's staying back. Good tactic, Cougar. He got Scott's arm off, but it didn't help because Scott now was able to grab another ring. Cougar now just waiting in the middle once more. Scott comes over the platform. Is able to swing back. Goes forward again. He's getting closer to that platform. Cougar can't get to him. He's stuck in the middle. Over the platform he goes. Time's running out. 10 seconds left. Will he drop? No, he won't. Scott's still up there. Time running out. He got there in the end. 10 points to Scott. It was a game of tactics between Gladiator and Challenger, and in the end, Scott won the battle. He got the 10 points.
Now, Scott, I think there's something you're not telling us. A bit of gymnastics, maybe?
Oh, a couple of years. Yeah.
A couple of years. Well, you look like a pro up there.
Oh, no, I think he thought he had me for one moment there.
Well, we all thought he did too, but you managed to make it to the other end and scored yourself 10 points.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Fantastic.
No score to Dominique on Hang Tough. Scott leads by 10.
Things are pretty tough at the top.
Yes, it's even tougher trying to get to the top before a gladiator gets you. Coming up, Pyramid.
Gladiators, quarter-final. Gladiators, quarter-final.
Hi, I'm Charity. I'm single. I grew up in the country. I now work in Melbourne. I'm a sprinter. I train 6 days a week. I'm into body shaping, which is toning. I don't get a lot of spare time, but when I do, I love to go out and ride a motorbike. Well, tonight's game, all I'm going to do is go out there, have a good time, do my best and keep smiling.
The only way is up, unless, of course, a gladiator decides to bring you down.
Pyramid.
60 seconds to get to the top. The first to hit the button gets 10 points.
Charity and Sandra will be trying to make it to the top, but trying to stop them will be Delta and Cheetah. And now to start the climb, here's Mike Whitney.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Game number 2 for the women. It's Pyramid and Charity and Sandra coming up against 2 of the toughest tacklers in the business, Delta and Cheetah. Sandra was able to get away from that one from Cheetah, but not Charity. Delta's got the grab. Will she get her down? Yes, she does. Ooh, felt that one from here. Now, as I remember a couple of weeks ago, Sandra hurt her leg in gauntlet. She's not moving too freely here on the Pyramid. Cheetah's got the tackle and falls on top of her. I think Sandra may be in a little bit of trouble here. She hasn't moved down in the bottom. This doesn't look good. John Forsyth blows the whistle. Game will stop. Let's find out if Sandra's okay. She may have aggravated that cork thigh.
Medic, medic, medic!
Well, Mike Whitney calling for the medic, and this is the reason why. Cheetah brought Sandra down, a very fair tackle, just landed on top of her, and you've got to feel sorry for Sandra. She's in real pain. Just look at her face. Let's now go backstage to Dr. Peter Lawson.
She's aggravated an old muscle injury of the thigh, a corked tear muscle of the thigh. She's going to have to stop for the night and get ice onto that and rest it. The physios will treat it.
Sandra came into the quarterfinals with a small leg injury. Obviously has hurt it. She's in good hands with our medical team, but they've ruled her out for the rest of the competition. That means that our standby now has to come in, who is Claire. That's right. Claire comes in to compete for the rest of the evening.
Claire's another champion mum who had her 3rd child only 9 months ago.
Challengers, are you ready? Gladiators, are you ready?
Now the clock has been reset at 60 seconds. This is take 2 of the women's Pyramid. Claire replacing Sandra, so she's up against Cheetah. Delta still has Charity. Now Claire trying to get past Cheetah. Can't there. Delta takes the tackle there on Charity. And Cheetah brings Claire down. Basically a copy of what happened to Sandra. Let's see if Delta can get Charity down. Working hard. Just bringing her down step by step. Just under 40 seconds to go. Cheetah working on Claire. That's a big tackle right there. Now remember in the elimination heat, Charity got past Delta. And look at this. Delta's just willing Charity up. That's a dangerous move, Delta, because Charity's been past you once. Can she do it again? She's trying her hardest, but Delta's there, mimicking every step that Charity makes, and she's got Charity and takes her all the way to the bottom. It was a waste of time for Charity in the end because she didn't get any points. Both Gladiators and Challengers now feeling really tired, as Claire didn't even move when Cheetah applied that tackle. The whistle blows, no points. Now, I think Delta got a knock to her nose, but she's okay. Regardless, she had an insult to injury. She gave Charity a chance and then took it away.
Well, Claire, before we start, welcome back.
Thank you.
You're replacing a mother of 7, but you are yourself a mother of 3.
Yes, that's right.
Well, you certainly did well there, but the girls were going to do everything they could to keep you from the top. Charity, you made it up last time, but Delta was out for revenge this time.
I definitely was. I lost last time to Charity, and the further they come up, the better, because I like throwing them all the way down from the top.
Now, Claire takes on Sandra's score. She didn't add to it for Pyramid, so after 2 games, Charity still leads 5-0. Now, what's happening here? Claire running, yep, she's definitely backstage. She's going to see how Sandra is.
Pretty hard. You didn't soften her up for me, It would have helped.
It's settling down a lot. It's hurting? It's throbbing, yeah. It's throbbing.
Sandra, a good competitor. Claire, a good sport.
Hi, my name is Dominic Delaney. I've recently been married. I'm 30 years old. I deliver your orange juice. I'm a kickboxer. I hold a few Australian titles and Queensland titles. I train 5 days a week, kickboxing and weights. Weights for strength work. I've got a dog, a Rottweiler. I like walking it. And I love computers, like to get into the computer scene through the internet and things like that. I've been through it once before. I know what I'm up against. I hope they're ready for me this time.
So will you please welcome our male challengers tonight, Dominique and Scott. They want to get to the top of the pyramid. The guys who don't want them to are our gladiators, Hammer and Condor. Well, the points are up for grabs. Let's go to our ref, Mike Whitney.
These gladiators look like they mean business as we get on now with the guys' pyramid. And we've got Dom up against Hammer, Scott up against Condor. Condor with a tackle there on Scott, same with Hammer on Dom. Now, I've never seen 2 gladiators look more serious up here on the pyramid. Hammer and Condor absolutely love it up here. And this is great tactics from the gladiators also. They're not letting Scott or Dominique get past the 3rd or 4th step, which is making it hard for these challengers to do anything. They're tackling them at every opportunity and just trying to get the wind out of the challengers and making it even harder again for them to climb the 10 or so steps that are required to get the 10 points. 20 seconds to go, and Hammer with a big dive there on Dom brought him down. Both challengers down again, and they'll have to start once more to try that big climb. But look at this, Condor just waiting there for Scott. He brings him down. Scott with another somersault. Hammer working away on Dom. Whistle's going to blow any second, and the guys would not have got past the 5th step. Great work, gladiators. Great work. It's quarter-final time. No quarter given, no quarter taken. The gladiators are meant to make it tough for the challengers. That's exactly what they did.
Well, I guess the theory for our male challengers there was that speed was going to beat size. You were both really skirting around on the pyramid there. Dominique, was that the plan?
Yeah, that definitely. I tried to move around him and hopefully he was going to do the wrong move and go over him, but...
I mean, there's obviously a big size difference there. I mean, once the Hammer gets a hold of you, there's not much hope, is there?
No, I was just trying to work out more, try to be a bit more slippery through him. Yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately, it didn't work.
That's for sure.
No points. And Scott, much the same for you, up against the mighty Condor here. I saw you ducking and Condor nearly went over the top of you, but he's pretty quick.
Yeah, he gave me a good workout. He's very fast.
Neither Scott nor Dominique scored on pyramid, so progressive scores after 2 games. Scott on 10, Dominique 0.
Challengers play Catch Me If You Can in Pursuit. Coming next.
Gladiators, quarter-final. quarter-final.
Hi, my name's Claire. I'm from Perth and I'm a mum. I have 3 girls, aged 7, 2 and 9 months, and my husband's very sporty. He was going to originally try it for Gladiators but couldn't, so here I am. A lot of women think that when you become a mum, your sports life's ended. Well, I'm here to prove them wrong and me right.
It's a race against time with some added zing, a gladiator on your tail. This is...
Pursuit.
5-second start, 10 points if you win, 5 for second, nothing if you're tagged.
Let's welcome back to the competition, Claire, being chased by Blade. And trying to increase her lead, Charity, being pursued by Storm. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challengers, you will go on my whistle. Gladiators, you will go on John's whistle. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So away we go now in the game that's basically a mini eliminator. It's called Pursuit. The worst thing about it is that the Gladiators are actually chasing you in this one. Makes it even harder. We've got Blade going after Claire, Storm going after Charity, and now Charity is up to the hand ladder. Away she goes, doing it in nice time. Here comes Storm. Claire had a little bit of a stumble there at the start of the hand ladder. Back up you go, Charity, she does. Now Blade closing in on Claire, she's got her. There's the tag, Claire's out of here. And away goes Charity through the wire bridge. Storm's still just behind her. Through the web trap and up the small wall. Claire's history, she's out of here. Can Charity get up the big wall? No, Storm just got her with a big lunge. No points to either challenger. And this is how it happened. Claire got tagged just at the end of the hand ladder, and poor Charity, one more step, and she would have made it.
Charity, I thought you'd almost made it over the final wall.
I could hear her coming up behind me, and all I wanted to do was just get over that.
You can just feel their hot breath on the back of your neck, can't you?
Absolutely, yes.
And Claire, first time on Pursuit, you seem to have a little bit of problem on the beam there.
Yeah, I sort of was eager to start, and I sort of jumped it a bit, I think. I should have just gone for it.
Yeah. Blade, you got her where? On the hand ladder?
Yeah, I just followed closely, but Mike, you've heard of Blade Runner? Well, that's me.
Well done, Stormy.
Well, I've got an aunt named Faith, and I've got an aunt named Hope, and they both run faster than you, Charity.
Oh, I think you're being a bit harsh there, Storm. Charity and Claire didn't score in Pursuit, so at the end of 3 games, Charity leads by 5.
My name's Scott. I'm from Western Australia. I study dance. I'm in the entertainment industry. I came on Gladiators because I love a challenge and sports is my life. I train dance 5 times a week, gymnastics 2 times, do springboard and platform diving. I don't have much of a social life, and when I do, I escape to the movies, and my favourite film is Superman. Tonight, I'm psyched. I've seen Rocky 4. Let's hope I don't end up like Drago.
So Charity and Claire didn't manage to make it to the finish line, but now let's see if our male challengers can do any better. Scott is up against Predator. And Dominic will be trying to stay out of the clutches of Condor. Over to you, Mike Whitney.
3, 2, 1.
So away we go now with the guys' Pursuit. We've got Scott and Dominique being chased by Predator and Condor. Now this is a fun game. It's also tough. Dominique's wife Tiffany there cheering Dominique on. He's doing nicely too, running away from Condor up to the hand ladder. Scott now in close pursuit is Predator. Nearly got him there, but Scott's running away. Predator's fallen off the hand ladder. That gives Scott now a clean break. Dominique fell off the wire bridge. Condor got him with a tag. He's out of here. Look at Scott go. Over the small wall, through the second web trap. Big wall's not a hurdle at all. Now he's got the sprint home, and Scott's going to come back with 10 points. Great effort, Scott. Dominique 0. That gives Scott a nice lead. Well, this is where Scott got his break over Predator and where Dominique gets tagged.
Scott, you were just powering through that. Another 10 points.
Oh, I felt him at the back of me on the little rails.
But he didn't quite get you, did he?
I thought, yeah, no.
Well, he had an unlucky fall, actually. I think Predator fell off.
Oh.
Yes, not so good. But you actually managed to complete the course in 42 seconds. That was fantastic.
Oh, thanks. Is that good?
It certainly is.
You're not wrong, Kimberly. It certainly is. Scott's one hell of a competitor and opens up a good lead now. 10 points from pursuit. Gives Scott a lead of 20-0 over Dominique.
It's not just the best form of defence. Attack is the only form of defence. Next up, in duel.
Gladiators, quarter-final. Gladiators, quarter-final.
Tonight's winners will take home a Weeder PROFORM 785 treadmill with a 16-kilometre speed range, an electronic power incline, adjustable suspension deck, 8 preset programs, a heart rate monitor, and valued at $4,000. The PROFORM 785 will give our challengers a run for their money. Weeder, health and fitness. Runners-up receive 10 nights for 2 at Whitsundays' idyllic Long Island Resort, surrounded by national parks and palm-lined beaches, travelling there courtesy of Greyhound Pioneer to paradise. Semi-final winners will take home an Optus Freestyle mobile phone package.
Now it's time to stand up and deliver or take the drop in...
Duel.
10 points if you stay up there for 30 seconds and don't get knocked off by the Gladiator.
This is fast becoming a grudge match. Charity is up against Storm. And to start the duel is Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So away we go now with Jewel. This is Charity's second effort at Jewel. First time in the elimination heat she came up against Flame. Didn't score any points but did put up a good show. Let's see how well she goes up against Storm as Storm nearly knocks her stick out of her hand. Storm doing well here, just sweeping at Charity's legs. Now Charity's not really attacking enough. She's throwing a couple. Storm's getting the majority of the blows in. 5 seconds to go. Can Charity survive? Not if Storm has her way, but I think Charity will. Yep, she does. 5 points to Charity. Well done. And this is what it looks like from the eye of the Storm.
Well, Charity already has a 5-point lead over Claire. Good news, it's now 10 points. She just picked up 5 points there for lasting the distance.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It's fantastic. I just wanted to make up for that pursuit so she didn't get me down.
It's Claire's last chance for a win, and she needs 10 points to catch up. Let's welcome her back to the arena, our challenger, Claire. And doing her best to stop her getting any points at all, Flame.
On guard. 3, 2, 1.
So Claire desperately needs some points here against Flame. She's not going to get them. All over so quick. She lost her stick. That means no points. Well, luckily we're watching this replay in slow motion. It happened so fast, the old 1-2 from Flame, and it was all over for Claire.
Well, Claire, it was your first time on Duel and they put you up against Flame.
I know. I'd always dreamt about meeting Flame, actually.
In your worst nightmare?
Yes, and it came true.
5 for Charity, 0 for Claire after Duel. Charity leads by 5 seconds going into the eliminator.
20 points separates our two male challengers, and this guy desperately needs a win. Let's welcome back to the arena, Dominique. And of course, our gladiator will be doing his best to let him win no points at all. That's Tower. Here's Mike Whitney.
Challenger, are you ready? Gladiator, are you ready? Gentlemen, on guard. 3, 2, 1.
Now Dominique's in a worse situation than Claire was. He trails by 20 points behind Scott, and he's up against Tower here on the Duel. Tower giving some big hits, and that's the one that finishes it. Dominique's off the back and scores no points against Tower in Duel. And this is how Tower did it. A couple of nice hits, and he was just too strong in the end, overpowering Dominique.
So, Dom, it was a rematch between you and Tower. You knew what you were in for, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I just thought I'd try to stand up to him a little bit more, and it paid off a bit.
Well, I think you did stand up to him, Tower. He gave you a run for his money, didn't he?
He did very well this time, Kimberly, very well. He got some good hits in. I was quite surprised, actually.
Scott's already sitting on a score of 20, so now let's see if he can make up a few more points up against Vulcan.
3, 2, 1.
And away we go. Vulcan may have met his match here.
Hey.
Scott has 2 perfect scores out of 3 games. But look at this. Vulcan just laid right into Scott. He lost his balance. He's off. Same fate for Scott as happened to Dominique. No points, and Vulcan loves that. And this is how Vulcan did it, the same as Tower. Just too strong for the challenger. In the end, Scott took 1 step too many backwards. He was off.
Scott, you didn't really need the points that badly, did you?
I was just trying to have a go at him. He's a big boy. He hits hard too.
Well, you're 20 points in front of Dominique. Of course, no points there, but the big ruling that we just got from our timekeeper and ref, Mike Whitney, it only took him 8 seconds to get you off.
Oh, I stayed up 8 seconds.
Did it seem longer than that?
All that boom, boom, boom was like...
You're still a bit punch drunk.
Oh, a little bit. No, I'm all right. No, he hits hard. I'll give him that.
Vulcan, you put him out of action really quickly there.
What else can I say, Mike? Ask the people. Ask him. I'm the best and I know it.
So after Duel, Scott and Dominique didn't score. Scott goes into the eliminator with a 10-second lead.
It's the final confrontation.
The challengers go head-to-head for a place in the semi-finals next in Eliminator.
Gladiators, quarter-final. quarter-final.
Two lucky winners of the final will drive away in Hyundai's luxurious flagship, the Sonata Levant. With its 3-litre V6 engine, the Sonata has leather trim, cruise control, electric sunroof, power windows, central locking, ABS brakes and an airbag for added safety. A prize fit for our Gladiator champion.
Points on the board convert to time at the start. Next,
Eliminator.
If you master the giant obstacle course, you're through to the semi-finals. In her heat, Charity had a 4-second start going into the Eliminator. She failed at her first attempt on the Travelator, second time lucky, and she went through in 1:29. Now, Claire didn't actually win the Eliminator in her heat, but she still went through in a great time of 1:29, the same as Charity. Now, she was the reserve for Sandra. That's why she's here tonight, and good luck, Claire.
well, Charity and Claire, it's now do or die to make it into the semi-finals. Last time on the Eliminator, Claire, what was your time?
1 minute 29.
Charity, your time?
1 minute 29.
1 minute 29 apiece. It's neck and neck, but through the points, you now have a 5-second start, Charity. How do you feel about that, Claire?
A little bit nervous, but I'm going to give it my best go, and I'm really going to try hard.
Well, something is on your side. As a reserve, you're in now, and you now have another chance, a second chance to make it through to the semi-finals, OK? So whoever's through at the end is through to the semi-finals. Good luck. Let's go to Mike Whitney, who's all set to start this round.
Charity, you will go on my whistle. Claire, you will go on John's whistle. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So here we go now. Charity starting off with a very small lead. 5 seconds, and here comes Claire. Charity having a little problem getting over the first hurdle. So now both challengers are neck and neck. Going through to the end of the hurdles, Charity just in front. Up to the rope climb. Who's got the better upper body strength? Pretty even as they now come up towards the hang ladder, and Charity still has a lead of about 1 to 2 seconds. Claire's going to really have to get her skates on if she wants to catch Charity. Charity now goes across the rolling logs. That was a nice run. Here comes Claire. They've both hit the cargo. They're pretty much neck and neck. And we're in for a close one here, folks. Second quarter-final eliminator. And Charity just about to get to the top of the cargo net. There she goes. Claire's just behind her. Charity now has to go down the zip line nice and easy. A good drop wanted and a good one given there from Charity. Off she goes. Claire's turn on the zip line. What can she do as Charity now comes up to the balance beam? A little bit of a slip. Gives Claire a bit of an opening now. Charity goes across the balance beam nicely. Arms out to steady herself. Claire's right behind her. You want to do it in one run, I reckon, Charity. Up she goes. She's near the top. Will she get there? Yes, Claire's there also, but Charity gets it. Charity's through to the semis. Bad luck, Claire, as she comes down. That is so unfortunate because Claire had a real chance to get up there and pass Charity, but Charity was too good on this occasion anyway. Come on, Claire, you can do it. Up you go. The mother of three gets through. She's done Sandra proud. She's done herself proud. And let's now cross to Mike Hammond with our challengers.
What a finish. What a race. The 5-second start was gone by the first hurdle, Charity.
No, I don't know what happened.
Huh? You guys were neck and neck, and then you blew the cargo net, Claire.
I sure did.
And then, Charity, you fell off the beam.
It was shocking. I don't know what happened.
And then the Travelator. That's always the equaliser.
I think that was the mental bit, that one.
Yeah, the Travelator getting up there. I saw that look of determination on your face, Charity, as you're running. It was like, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it, I'm going to make it. I tell you what, though, you came through in a great time. 1 minute 19, so that's, what, 6 seconds off, 10 seconds off your previous time. That's a great effort.
That's more like it. I can do better than that.
And, of course, you're through to the semi-finals.
Even better.
Let's hear it for Charity. Through to the semi-finals. A great race. And for Claire, a fantastic performance. Claire, thank you very much for being such a great competitor.
Thank you, Charity. Congratulations, man.
Let's check out how the guys went in their heat eliminators. Scott led by 1 second from the start. It was pretty even all the way. He got up the Travelator first attempt and made it through in 1:06. Dominique also had a very, very close eliminator. It was neck and neck right up to the bottom of the Travelator. Dominique was able to get through in 1:24.
Well, here I stand with our two male challengers, quarterfinalists. Now, Dominique, have you got your sights set on the semi-final?
Oh, definitely.
Well, you understand that you're starting 10 seconds behind Scott.
Yeah, but anything could happen.
That's right. We have seen some huge dramas in the Eliminator, so you're right about that. Scott, I just heard you say that you felt like a pizza.
Yeah, I'm pretty hungry at this point of time.
Well, let me tell you, after this is finished, you can eat as much as you want. But not too much, because we might be seeing you in the semi-finals. Are you confident?
Oh, I'll see what happens.
Yes, that's true. Okay, well, we want a good race, good clean fight. Good luck to both of you, and I'll see you at the other end.
Thanks, Cindy.
All right, over to you, Mike Whitney.
Scott, you will go on my whistle. Dominic, you will go on John's whistle. Challengers, are you ready? 3, 2, 1.
So one of these guys will be coming back in a few weeks' time to join us for the semi-finals. Will it be Scott? Will it be Dominique? At the moment, it looks like Scott, as Dominique is about to take off now in his pursuit of Scott on the Eliminator. Scott now up to the handbike. Dominique still going through the hurdles. Scott powering away there on the handbike. Look at the strength on this guy. Dominique coming up the rope climb. Scott still has about a 10-12 second lead, so Dominique hasn't taken any time back. And Scott, the dancer, is showing Dominique a clean pair of heels. As he starts to go up the cargo net, Dominique coming to the end of the handbike. That's a great shot there. You can see both guys in camera, and Dominique's fallen.
Come on, Dominique!
That's a tragedy for Dominique if he had any chance. It was just blowing right there as he gets back up. Scott down the bottom of the zip line. Leads by about 25-30 seconds. And you reckon this one's all over? Who knows? Who knows what could happen in the Eliminator? Scott off the balance beam. One run up the travelator. Will he make it? Yep, he does. You've deserved your spot in the semi-finals, Scott. That's a great time too, 107.57. Second fastest we've seen this series as Dominique now comes down the zip line. Gotta feel sorry for Dominique. He was trying his hardest to peg back Scott's lead. Just couldn't break into it. And when the pressure was really on, fell off the rolling logs, but still doing nicely here as he comes off the balance beam. One run up, Dominique. Do it for Tiffany. The new bride couldn't do it that time. Tiffany in despair. Mike Whitney telling Dominique to go hard. That's exactly what he's going to do. Well done, Dominique. Through the paper you go. And here's Kimberly.
Okay, Dominique's just burst through the paper burst. Now, I've got good news for you. You just completed the Eliminator in 1 minute and 7 seconds. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Kimberly.
Just a fraction longer than you took last time.
The travelator's a lot faster. It takes it out of you.
Well, you just flew through that course. I was so impressed. Now, you bounced over the rolling beam.
Yeah, at one stage, I jumped to the centre one, went to go, and I thought I was going to slip off, and I just whoa.
Well, you did it all in one step.
Yeah, I thought I'd die for it.
Well, that was fantastic. Dominic, you're having problems with the travelator there?
No, just a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough course, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Sure was, but Scott was a fantastic challenger. Scott, you're now going through to the semi-finals. Fantastic effort. And Dominic, thank you for being such a great challenger.
You did.
Fabulous.
Well, it's good night and goodbye to Dominique and Claire, but there's a new challenge on the horizon for our semi-finalists, Charity and Scott.
And we'll be back next week with more of the Gladiators, so thank you for watching. Good night.
Good night.
For all the hot goss on the Gladiators, buy the magazine at newsagents and bookstores or join the fan club. Send a $20 cheque or money order to this address.